Dan the Natural Man Show. Hello everyone. It is Wednesday. Very nice day here. I hope it's a wonderful day wherever you are. Today I wanted to talk about a very frustrating topic for a lot of people, and it's weight loss. Why is it frustrating? Well, most of us have experienced yo-yoing weight, haven't we? Okay? You go on a severe calorie restriction, you exercise your brains out, and you might lose some weight. But when you can no longer maintain such a brutal schedule, the weight comes back. And sometimes it comes back with even more pounds than we had initially. This can be frustrating, so frustrating. And my first degree was many years ago now in exercise science, and that was back in the late 90s and early 2000s. And they were still teaching back then how to lose weight was cut your calories and exercise more. That was always the solution. That's the only thing, that's the only way it works, right? Well, what they didn't take into account is, first of all, if you cut your calories at an extreme level, like say, if you're a man, you decide you're going to eat 1,500 calories a day to lose weight. What you don't know is this is very stressful on the body. It is a stressor. When your body is stressed out on a continuous basis, like when you're cutting calories so sharply, the body's going to release more cortisol, the stress hormone. And when we have more cortisol in the bloodstream, guess what? It's hard for us to lose weight, because cortisol increases fat storage, especially around the midsection. And then, on top of the low-calorie diet, we start a brutal exercise routine. Think about the New Year resolutioners that come to the gym for the first 2 or 3 weeks of every year. And they come in gung-ho, and they have some advanced workout, and they start killing themselves. They usually get burned out after 2 weeks, or they hurt themselves. Well, extreme exercise is also very strenuous to the body, which your body releases more cortisol. So now we have a double whammy. We have a low-calorie diet combined with extreme exercise, very stressful for the body. In fact, there's studies out there on the Biggest Loser contestants. They studied a group of Biggest Loser contestants that competed 6 years prior. Most of the group started around 300 pounds on the show. Most of them lost down to around 200 or a little lower. But what they found is, of course, their metabolism slowed down during the contest because they put them on a very low-calorie diet and extreme exercise. This is normal. This is what happens. But what they didn't know and what they found is 6 years later, after the show, all the contestants had gained their weight back, so all of them were 300 pounds plus, but their metabolisms were still slow. And in fact, their metabolisms now say they're 300 pounds today, but 6 years ago they were 300 pounds. I think the contestants were burning 2,500 calories a day at the start of the contest, but 6 years later, they're the same weight again, but they're still burning less. They're burning maybe 1,900 calories a day. So it damaged their metabolisms, and it's still damaged 6 years later. So what do we do about this? What do we do? Well, this is some of the new research and experience, trainers, health people like me. What I'm telling people now, what I'm trying, is you eat at maintenance calories. You go on the internet or wherever, find a calorie calculator and plug in what it asks you to plug in and take your maintenance calories. And you start eating your maintenance calories every day. Because the body likes this, it keeps the body more calm. It's not stressful on the body because it's getting what it needs, right? So then what you do is, instead of cutting 500 calories out of your diet by eating less, we're going to cut 500 calories a day by walking more. What we're going to do is we're going to eat at maintenance calories. And then we're going to walk 500 calories off a day. This is usually about 10,000 steps, which is 5 miles. You don't have to do it all at once. You can break it up during the day. But for most people, this might take an hour, hour and a half of walking. I know it seems like a lot, but studies are showing that it really works. People in the real world are showing that it works. And of course, you need to eat healthy foods, whole foods. So, and walking is a easier exercise. It doesn't increase cortisol. And of course, I always recommend strength training because you're going to look better. You don't want to end up as skinny fat at the end. You want to build some muscle. That way you'll have a better shape, you'll look better. And when you start to build muscle, it's going to speed up your metabolism. Strength training, it's not that strenuous on the body. Even when you work out hard, it's not as strenuous as, say, running a marathon. So combine some moderate strength training with some walking every day. See how that works, and give it time. Give it 6 months. Let the body acclimate, especially if you've been on low-calorie diets for a very long time. Your metabolism is lower. You need to give your body time to get used to the maintenance calories, bring the metabolism back up, get your exercise in, of course drink your water, get your sleep, all those good things that if you listen to me for a long time I talk about. But that's what you can try. Maintenance calories, walk off 500 calories a day. See how that does, especially if you've been having trouble. So if you like the video, like it and share it. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out my page, danthenaturalman.com. And remember, until next time, keep it natural.